Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of the Ernesty Show. I am your host, Andrew Keller, and today I'm joined with Natoscha Mckinnon, the owner and baker of Less Cookies Delight, located on 200 South Potomac Street. Thank you so much, Natoscha, for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Really looking forward to this conversation and enlighten everybody about Less Cookies Delight and some of the special stuff you got going on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, let's get right into it. First question for you. when when I go to a regular bakery, they have their regular products, probably sugars, gluten, everything. But when I go into Let's Cookies Delight, I see no soy, no gluten, no wheat, no nuts, and it goes on. What made you want to start that? But why are you passionate about that healthy living?
I am very passionate about Less Cookies Delight because my son is anaphylactic to tree nuts and peanuts. My mom is gluten intolerant, and about 9 years ago, my body did a whole 360 and it said, figure out how to feed you now. And I was like,
Mm.
baked goods were something I wasn't willing to give up. So when I started 15 years at home trying to make baked goods for my son, I became the cookie mom at school because that was something that a toddler could take to school and not break up and tear up, and he could still enjoy it at the end of the day.
Mm.
So when I decided to leave education, my grandfather told me I was going to open a bakery.
Okay.
And I was like, you're crazy. I'm going to take a year off. And he was like, no, you're opening a bakery. So I felt like my family couldn't be the only family going through this.
Mm.
Um, if we were struggling trying to find good, tasty baked goods out there, I was on it like other families must be
Sure.
struggling with
Yeah.
this as
Hmm.
well. So we had to figure it out. We had to figure out how to make gluten free, not gritty, not dry, not fall apart as soon as you take it out the packaging,
Hmm.
and also find products that could be combined together that were free of the top 9 allergens.
The
So,
top 9 allergens.
so gluten, wheat, eggs, soy, mustard seeds, sesame seeds, all that stuff,
Okay.
and eggs and dairy. And so we just had to figure it out. So the basis of the bakery we started right before COVID. Need I say more? We had to pivot very quickly.
Sure. Yeah.
So we were direct ship and delivery during COVID. Wherever you were around the DMV, we were taking our baked goods to you.
Wow.
And then it came out to, can you open a storefront? We want to walk into a place, get that nostalgia of going into a bakery, walking out of a bakery with our baked goods and feeling like we can eat this and we're going to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, let's go ahead and do it. We renovated the space during COVID. And here we are going into our third year at 200 South Potomac, and we are having a blast with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. How did you come up with the name Less Cookies Delight? Where's that come from?
The name Cookies came from my son because, like I said, cookies was something I've always sent to him. And
Okay.
it became a delightful treat not only for him, but for the teachers as well.
Hmm.
And so I had to figure out how to tie it all together.
Okay.
So Less Cookies Delight, it tied all together. It rolled off the tongue, and we just been rolling with it ever since.
I like it. I like it. Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
pretty creative and like it fits it pretty well. Um, so you mentioned there that during COVID you were a go-to it in the community. You had to, adapt and be able to surpass your customers' needs and help them out. So with that community mindset, now you have some pretty, I'm not going to say intricate, but just some pretty creative fundraiser just options that you do for people.
Yes.
Run those by me, and if I wanted to start a fundraiser through, what would that look like?
So just starting a fundraiser with us is we'll sit down, we'll put
Hmm.
a menu together. You can do it one of three ways. You can do gift card fundraisers,
Okay. Is
um,
that just like handing them out?
where you'll purchase the gift cards and then your organization gets a percentage of those.
Okay.
And we also have our in-house cookie mixes that we know works with both dairy and non-dairy vegan wet ingredients.
Hmm.
So you can make you cookies at home and your cookies are not going to fall apart if you are vegan because we know our flour mix can sustain those different
Yeah.
substitutes. And then you get a percentage of those sales. And or you can take a block of time in the bakery where you will get the proceeds from that block of time will go to your organization.
Okay.
Yes,
Interesting.
yes. And we've also done a little bit different this year. What you will notice in the bakery is that we are out in the community at least twice a month. So our customers has asked us if we could participate in like pop-ups or farmers events because everyone can't get to Hagerstown, and we know that. So we take it back out to you guys in the community. So at least twice a month, our team is out in the community around the DMV.
Nice. Is that just like at those farmers markets and just different community events?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Let's take a little bit of a transition now to your menu because it's a little bit different. You have that rotating weekly menu.
Yes.
Which definitely works. I think it works, especially for you because it's all natural. Everything is baked and produced those same days, that mornings before you open up. So just tell me a little bit more about the rotating menu. What made you get to that and just kind of the inspiration around it with your ideas.
Okay. So most people know you walk into a bakery, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have the same products and they're going to have it in bulk.
Yes.
So what we bake, I have 4 to 5 different preps every morning.
Okay.
Between making it gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, nut-free, egg-free, gluten-free, nut-free, vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, diabetic-friendly.
Wow.
So I don't make it easy on myself.
Yeah.
But I could not bake the same thing every day. So I was like, okay, we have to figure out how to make this both enjoyable, not only for myself as a baker, but for our customers as well. Because far too often with us with food allergies, we don't get choices in the baked good world. We get the same thing every day. You go into a bake shop, their baker is comfortable with making maybe a chocolate cupcake or a blueberry cupcake. So you don't find much variety.
Okay.
So I wanted to bring that variety back.
Yeah.
Yes. So even though it's a lot of work, I enjoy myself because I get to be creative in the kitchen. And I get to think of these wonderful things to make every week. But if there's things on our weekly menu that our customers, they have their favorites, they are always welcome to go on our website or give us a call and we'll bake it up fresh for them for pickup on a certain day or deliver on a certain day.
Okay. So if you don't have like a chocolate muffin, for example, this week, I'll give you a call and say, hey, Natoscha, Friday, I want that muffin.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. And we will bake you up one muffin. We do not have a minimum bake in our bakery because we know that you may be the only one at that function who needs a baked good that's safe for them. So if you call me and say you need 2 cookies and a cupcake, I'm going to make you 2 cookies and a cupcake.
Okay.
Alongside with our in-house menu.
All right. Nice.
Yes.
What is your favorite item on the menu or that you've had that's been on there?
My favorite was it was for the 1 week we made the orange chocolate muffin loaves.
Okay.
Yes. That was surprisingly one of my favorites because citrus and chocolate together. I am a chocolate queen, so the triple chocolate cupcake, you'll always see that in the cupcake case because that is my all-around fan favorite.
The triple chocolate cupcake.
The triple chocolate cupcake.
All right. Yeah. So then run us through your process of what a morning at the bakery looks like for you when, you're prepping, you're getting things ready. What does that look like? What time do you get there and the work beforehand that you put in?
So my day is pretty crazy. So I have to take into account not only the weekly menu, but what custom orders have to go out that day.
Okay.
So our kitchen is very purposeful. We have separate equipment for our baking. So baking always start vegan first. And then we go egg-free, then we go dairy-free, gluten-free, nut-free. So I have to rotate and rest the kitchen after each bake.
Okay.
This minimizes cross-contamination. I have to rotate the equipment out to make sure that if I'm in the vegan kitchen, I'm only using vegan equipment. If I'm in a dairy-free kitchen, I'm only using dairy-free equipment. If I have custom bakes, so if you have multiple items in your custom bake, I am baking all of your items at one time. So your kitchen you're in a clean kitchen. I'm using the right products for your order. Your order is baked, packaged, and set to the side.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just want to get a visual image of this. So you go in there, boom, all the vegan products and those machineries that you use to that, you get knocked out.
Yes.
And then you have to clean everything again, get out the new products for the new prep.
Yep.
Is that the egg?
Yes.
The
Egg free.
Egg free.
Yes.
And then you go do that whole thing again for like the next 7 preps.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. I love it. I love
We have to make sure that we are baking to people's allergens. The worst thing is for them to enjoy our baked goods and get sick. So we go above and beyond. We have conversations. We are not just to put your order in and you never hear from us. We will, if we have questions or concerns, we will text, we will call, just to double check. We do both because we know that some of our customers may be at work in the morning, in the middle of the day. So we'll call, leave a message, and then we'll say we'll text you as well, because sometimes you can check your text messages during lunch.
Yeah, sure.
So just to give us a call because we have clarifications. We always ask who's going to be at the party. Are there other people with food allergens? Because that makes the person start to think, oh, wait a minute, my cousin is coming and she can't have eggs. And we always try to match. All of our cupcakes are made in their own baking cups. There's no cupcake pans in the bakery. So we always ask, what's your theme? Is there a color scheme? Because we always want to try to match our baking cups to the theme of the party that you're having, because we never want the person with a food allergy to look like they were an afterthought.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. That's very important. I've never really, I mean, from my perspective on not having any food allergies, knock on wood, I wouldn't think that, someone else who did, they would be put in a bad spot if they would have to get, something else. But just the inclusion on your part is something that I didn't really, I think of it as, hey, this is all natural, all healthy, and it's great. But you're doing more than just that. It's including everybody, because not only are the people that have the allergies can enjoy it, I can enjoy it, and people that don't can enjoy it too.
Correct.
And it's better than what you get at regular bakeries.
I appreciate
hands
that.
down.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when you said you going through some events and like some farmers markets, I'm sure you've done a lot and few and far between. What is the favorite or one that comes to mind that you like doing the most?
There isn't one really. Every farmer's market or pop-up market is different.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone is different. The customer base is different. The conversations are different. It's just humbling for us that people be like, oh my God, you do exist. Like when I saw your sign and it said no gluten, no nuts, no soy, no MSG, like they're like, is that for real?
I thought it was too good to be
yes,
true.
Yes,
Okay.
like we are kind of like the unicorn out there, and they're like, you do exist. So it's having those conversations, seeing the smiles on the people's faces that they're at a pop-up event or they're at a farmer's market and they're able to enjoy stuff besides fruits or veggies. They can get baked goods as well and enjoy them while they're walking and taking in the music or whatever is going on there.
Nice. Nice. I like that. It speaks a lot to you, just the business side itself, that's able to be very flexible and applicable to a bunch of different situations and scenarios. So it's a definite advantage. I just want to zoom out a little bit and kind of overlook your journey.
Okay.
What have been kind of major milestones or challenges that you've faced throughout the whole lifespan of Less Cookies Delight, and what have you done to overcome those?
The first one was going into a brick and mortar.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure.
That was very interesting because we got so used to just pre-orders. And you could bake to those pre-orders and you would pump them out and you would get them delivered and you just go about your day. But being in the brick and mortar, you're in there. Well, I'm in there for almost 14 hours a day. And you have to not only supply the brick and mortar, but you also have to get those custom orders out. So we learned very quickly that large quantities was not going to work in the brick and mortar. And that's why we do a lot of small batches, because we bake specifically to those different allergens. And we prefer to bake it every day.
Okay.
some people, as opposed to baking it at the beginning of the week and then the rest of the week, you're not baking anything else. No, we want our products to be fresh. That's why nothing in there is pulled out the freezer.
Yeah.
When your order comes in, we are in the kitchen measuring and putting into bowls and to mixing together and to making sure that your product, when you get it, is as fresh as it can be, because nobody wants a stale baked good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was one of the biggest challenges, was going from direct ship delivery to brick and mortar.
Okay.
And then it was continuing to get the word out there, because people didn't know that we still delivered. And we don't third-party deliver. We deliver ourselves because we want the integrity of our product to be there. When it leaves us, we want it to look the same way when it arrives to you. We don't want it tampered with. We don't want any contamination happening. So we still self-deliver.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but we get it done. So that part of letting the community know that even though we are in the brick and mortar, we still will bring our product to you. You still have the availability of coming and picking it up.
Sure.
So just continuing to get that out there. And then we have conversations. Our community is amazing. The allergy community is amazing. We service those with food allergies, without food allergies, those who are caring for those with food allergies. And we have built a rapport with our customers that we have those conversations. You can come into a bakery and tell me what wheat does to you or dairy does to you, and you're not judged. We have conversations. We share best practices. If you are new to the allergy community, we build a support around you to help get you through it, because for a lot of us, like myself, I was just functioning just fine, I thought, and then all of a sudden, bam, I can't eat any of this stuff anymore. For me, I am allergic to a lot of the fructans in foods.
So fructans, what are
Yeah. So, if I follow a gluten-free diet, but then I have trouble processing like the strawberries and the black beans and kidney beans and all that stuff. So my body has issues processing the fructans in the food that are nourishing for you. And people will be like, but that's just regular food. Like, you think you could process beans and everything. And it's like, no, we can't break it down.
Yeah.
So it's just being able to be that platform in that space, that safe space that they know they can come in and discuss and openly discuss.
Yeah.
What they go through when they ingest these different items, and not be judged.
Sure.
And be understood and be reassured that it's okay. And if you're new to the bakery and you have a long list of allergies, we sit down, we talk about it. We do ask that you provide us with a list of those allergens, because we have those posted in the bakery. So when we're baking specifically for that person that has a long list of food allergies, we make sure that we post that up on our board. So we are always double and triple checking when we're putting ingredients together.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
So, wow, that was just I feel inspired. Like seriously, like how does it just as we start to wrap up here?
Yes.
How do you feel like your family? They had issues with the allergens, and you stepped up and you carved your own path.
Yeah.
How have they reacted to, not only having a solution for their problems, but it was the fact that it was you that was that solution? How has that felt?
Like I said, it's a humbling feeling. My family is always there. The bakery is still all family run.
Wow.
So you'll have from my mom to my granddad, my daughter, my sons, you'll see them, my husband, they're all in the bakery at any given time. And it's humbling and rewarding. And I just want to thank all of our customers for allowing me to bake for them. I have some customers who will allow me to bake for them, but will not allow their family members.
Wow.
So it is just that knowledge and know-how and respect that I give everyone, and the respect and the love that comes back to me and my family for putting this together, for putting it out there, for having that courage to say, we matter.
Mm.
And please do not sit us in the corner. Don't tell us to have a salad. Don't tell us to just eat a piece of fruit and some ice cream. No, we want chocolate cake
Mm.
and donuts and
Mm-hmm.
cupcakes and cookies just like everyone else. And I just want to thank everybody. And as we continue to grow, like I said, we change our menu every week. If there's things, some of our things on our menu are customer inspired. Because
Okay.
they'll be like, I haven't had, one lady was like, I haven't had butter cookies since I was a child. And I said, okay, well, let me go in the kitchen and put together some butter cookies. So butter cookies, our caramel crunch cake was inspired by one of our brides. She wanted to try that for her wedding, and we put it together, and that became one of the things on the menu. Some items are harder to make, so they don't make it on the menu as often. Like the Cinnabons are very involved when you're making Cinnabons with no soy, no yeast.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, if there are your fan favorites, please just give us a call or visit us at lesscookiesdelight.com and put your order in.
Yeah, that's very good. You almost hit it there a little bit, but as we wrap up, Natoscha, please take just 30 seconds to a minute. Shameless plug. Tell us everything good about Less Cookies Delight, everything good you got coming up. This is all yours.
Yes. Well, thank you, everyone. As Andrew has said, Less Cookies Delight, we are total gluten-free, nut-free, and then we customize down to those who are dairy-free, egg-free, vegan, and or diabetic. We bake everything from scratch. You can come and visit us at 200 South Potomac. You don't even have to buy anything. You just come in, pop your head in and say, hey, take in the smells and enjoy the wonderful things that we are doing down there at South Potomac in East Baltimore, right on the corner. You can visit us 24/7 at lesscookiesdelight.com. That's LES cookiesdelight.com, or you can give us a call. Thank you so much, Andrew, for the invitation today. This has been a delight.
Thank you. I'm glad that I got to find out more, but not everyone got to find out just more about your story and all the good stuff that's happening right there.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in and listening here about Natoscha's story. As always, her information and everything will be in the show notes below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.